Welcome to the Three River Valley series for Workers and Resources Soviet Republic. And great news, the waste update has now been released into the beta test branch. So in this part, we're going to be assessing the impact of that update on an existing game. Now, to give you some context, and is if I come into the game settings, I don't know if you guys can see it, but we've got down here waste management and maintenance. At the moment, they're both disabled simply because before we can get into looking at the possibilities of adding those to this save game, one, I've got to learn how the mechanics work because this is very much a first look, and two, I need to assess any problems that may come from just running the new update in the previous configuration. And one of my main areas of concern is farming. So just to give you an idea of what we're going to be doing in this part, we're going to be looking at three areas. So the first one is going to be obviously farming, because that's going to be quite crucial, because if the farming collapses, we're going to have big problems. The second one is we're going to be looking at the research. And just to give you a little bit of a hint, we come up here, we've got we can't see any of our resources, but I've got some idea about something that I want to check. And the other thing we're going to be looking at is any interface changes, because there have been some changes. Just to give you an idea, it's not really showing very much at the moment, but what you'll see is for happiness now and for health, you actually get a breakdown and where it shows which direction it's actually moving. Because I've just loaded this game in, I don't think the game's had any time to gather any information. Now, the other thing I will say before I unpause is that if you've got your own save game, when you come in and load this for the first time, go up and do a save as, because what will happen is that if you save the game back over your original file, you will get the new beta version update, which I think is 0.8.9.8, and that will mean that you will lose your original save game if you decide to back out, because it's got big problems. So I strongly recommend that the first thing you do when you load this in is do a save as, create a separate save game. And what that will do is it will preserve your original save, so that if you do need to back out because you make a mistake, you go right back to the original version. And again, if you need to fix a few things before you can always even back out of the beta update. So that out of the way, for anyone who's following the series, we're now on the 23rd of October 1985. And what I've done is I've deliberately played forward so that the harvest here is still coming in and being collected. And the reason for that is I didn't want to start this video in spring, because we've got to obviously work out what the fertilizer situation is. And that's going to be the first thing we're going to do. So what we're going to do is click on a field and just show you the new layout. What you've got here now is we've got a field fertility of 70% for the field, and it says actual nutrient level 0. Now, as far as I know, this is the starting condition when you place a field, when you play a new game. When you first place a field, that's the fertility, which is 70%, which means that this fertility level, we will not get the full 300 tons in the next cycle. So we're going to need to do something about that. And to that end, what I want to do is now click on the farm, because I want to see what the situation is. Now, this is the new layout here. And you can see we've got a fertilizer, a garbage container that holds fertilizer. Now, as far as I know, this is the organic fertilizer. And then above there is we've got liquid fertilizer. And you can see down below here that this seems to be part of some buildings that you can actually, it kind of sets a tick box over what can be stored in this area. Now, the rest of it all looks exactly the same. So it's saying that we can use fertilizers. Now the question is, what available fertilizers have we got? Now the next question is, where would it be? I think we'll start. Okay, what we got here? The synthetic fertilizer factory requires research. And what this just uses chemicals and water to produce liquid fertilizer. But it creates environmental pollution, that goes without saying. Okay, so we can so even though we don't have the waste management switched on, we can make synthetic fertilizers. But this one's got a little kind of container next to it. It says you need to select waste management waste when starting a new game for this feature to be available. So that means that we don't have the organic side of the fertilizer system in this mode. Anything else in here that looks different? No. We've got these little blue eye marks here. Oh, what have we got here? Information, small farm. Okay, so we've actually got information tabs here. And as a follow-up to that, we've also got this kind of area here where we've got kind of people that will give you in-game tips here. Why are there two currencies? So if you're new to the game and you suddenly decide, oh, how do I do something? You've now got these ministers down here. I suppose they're all members of the Politburo. The one we will be looking at is this Veshlov Pavlov, I think that is how it's pronounced. He's our scientist, and when we look at research. Anyway, right, so we've now got so what we do need to do is see if we can right, so the only thing I can think of at the moment is, can we buy fertilizer, liquid chemical fertilizer? And I suppose that comes in here. Uranium, liquid fertilizer there. So it's going to cost us over 1,000 rubles a ton. And strangely, actually, just have a look at this. I think this price tag doesn't change for the versions because it's saying that we can buy ash, but that doesn't make sense. Why would you want to buy ash? Actually, let's have a look at it from another perspective. Apologies in advance if I go off track and look at different things, because this is very much my first look that I am sharing with you guys. So that's something we want to do, take a look at. So current prices, let's have a look here. What we've got, coal. Yeah, we've got liquid fertilizer. This looks a bit more restrictive because I'm not seeing the other waste stuff, so we're not getting prices for other things. So construction, we've got construction waste. I'm assuming that the construction waste is, I don't know what we do with that actually, and it's still got ash there. Aluminium scrap. So yeah, we're still getting quoted prices for other stuff. Anyway, I'm getting a little bit distracted. I did build this medium distribution office, so let's just see what we've got here. Where's the... Oh, it's filter by type. Okay. Oil tanker. Oops, I just think I've just bought a truck by accident. Luckily, it's liquid fertilizer. What is the storage in these things? Road vehicle. Oh, wow, it's got an odometer on it. Okay. This is 110 tons, so we might as well get some decently big trucks because I've got no idea what the consumption is. So we'll go, right, just gonna let the game run. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think that's it. And what we're gonna have to do is come here, we're gonna load liquid fertilizer and gonna unload. I think that, I mean, that's a lot of, oops, 110 tons is a lot of, this would cost a fortune. So we're going to put these in here. I think we'll just leave it at 30% because because otherwise this is going to cost a fortune. What's this button here? There's copy tasks to another building. Wow. Oh, that's going to be fantastic useful. If we click that and we wanted to... Oh, now that is a big change, guys. That's going to make a difference. Anyway, in fact, I'm kind of... We go lower. I think we're going to go to 10%. No, we'll leave it at 20%. I've got 445 million, 455 million. So, right. So that, in theory, these guys should start shipping the fertilizer. Open window fuel station. What was that? Came up there. I like the odometer. I'm assuming that that's part of vehicle maintenance. It'd be quite cool to work out how far these vehicles have travelled. What is this here? A little button here. Oh well. Okay, so we're going to start shipping chemicals to that place. Now comes the big question. My modded farms. I'm assuming that these aren't classified as farms, so they'd be okay. This cannot store or export wastewater. Where did that come from? Hmm, that could be an issue. I mean, got a water substation there. Um, no, as far as I know, these aren't connected. So that doesn't make sense. Well, we're just going to have to look at that. That might require a complete redesign of our farming, but the one that does concern me is up here. Because, of course, I've got modded farms up here. And we're going to have to look at... Right, we've got our little farm down here. No trucks available. And we've got no fertilizer. Okay, so we're going to have a problem here. I think this is a... so mod farms are broken. Now, I could try and rebuild them. But I think what we'll try and do is... I mean, I've been half thinking about this anyway. Is... Where is... What I'd like to do is we've got this space here. If I get rid of you, this actual nutrient level 21%. Okay, why have these guys got? Why is your nutrient level rising? Okay, we're going to remove you. And we're going to put a farm in. How big's this farm? I think we could probably get away with a medium farm because I don't think a large farm will get into here. Let me just see. Yeah, we could get a large farm into there, but is it worth building a large farm? I mean, this isn't that big a complex, and this one is actually supported by what we call it, by trucks picking up from the fields. So how many slots in the medium farm? Can't remember now. 12 parking spots. We combine. Now I think we'll put a large farm in here. I've got no idea if we're going to get it built. So we're going to put a large farm in here. And then we're... If I can get it up about... Thank you, game. Oh, not going to get the power, are we? I need it there, but it's not. Okay, we're gonna have to go back to the medium farm and just do the best we can. I mean, what we could do is put the medium farm on the fields and then see how well that actually goes. And what we could also do is put a silo grain storage. Wow. Oh yeah, there's one thing I want to check. Yeah, what I've done is I have switched off all my mods. So every building that shows up down here will be a... So every building you see on these lists as I go over them now are in-game buildings. Wow, we've got grain storage. Well, okay. Now that looks good. Wow, okay, we're going to take this. We're going to have to put a road in. Yeah. Right. Now we've only got a few months to get this built, so what we'll do is we'll get the 5 crew in. This is a bit far away, so I think we'll get the helicopter guys on this. This has to be the #1 priority. I'm not sure about that one. That can wait. And we'll get the 8 crew on here as well. And if we'll just increase make these high priority. To be honest, if these can't be built in time, we can still run the old farms here in the short term. Because I think, is there a way that... Oh, we can't do it here, can we? Because these guys don't set fertility level. Okay, we just flip back up to the top. Let's just let the game run. There's nothing else I can do about this. Yeah, minimum fertility 50%. So what you can do is set a minimum fertility. And what that means is that when a field reaches a certain fertility level, it will not be ploughed or harvested. So that is where we are with farming. I'm a bit worried about those circular fields, so we may need to keep an eye on that for the moment. Right, the next thing is what we're going to do. Oh, look at that. So we're now gathering in information. We got health. It says stroke. Reasons for decrease. Minus 52% due to stroke or heart attack. Minus 22%, 22.4% due to crime. Drinking alcohol, starving, unable to visit doctor, and 1.7% pollution. What we got here? So our happiness is falling. There's arrival at orphanage, minus 35%. Wow, that's quite a big impact on health. So that also goes to show orphanages have quite a big impact on happiness. Death of a child, arrival at prison, unable to get electronics, unable to visit a hospital, starving. Obviously, we got a bit of a food shortage somewhere. Unable to drink alcohol, lack of meat, unable to get clothes, crime, orphanage upbringing, minus 4%, low government loyalty, unable to enjoy culture. Okay, unable to practice sports. Wow, is there any more here that gives us a breakdown? Nope, not seeing anything here. Everything else looks exactly the same. The bar here is not going there. Okay, so I know what might be the part of the problem is these guys. I'm building a new shopping mall here because I built this as an experiment, and yeah, they can't get to this what we call it here. So what I've done is I've put in another corner market here. So we're going to do that anyway. Research now. Research is quite extensive, and I'll just show you what the research looks like. Oh, I think what you see here is the white tabs are medical university, the blue tabs are technical universities, and the red ones are particle party headquarters. Now, obviously, these ones at the top are medical. So we got virology, new discipline, study prevention of pandemic events. That's not particularly that good. What we got here, preventative medicine. Heart attack, stroke prevention. So that's what that would reduce their effect on happiness. First aid edification. Program of education that should learn citizens on how to apply effective first aid when any citizens to increase the time which sick persons can survive until an ambulance comes. Education of toughening. That looks like it's resistance to cold. Vitamin reduces the effect of pollution. Increase birth rate. Well, that could be fun. Decrease birth rate. So you can bring in birth control. Now, oh, this is interesting. So this is blue. What's blue again? Sorry. This is the technical university. I'm sorry, I've got to pause the game, guys, because I'm thinking all the time what's going wrong and I'm not aware of. So, so the research we've already done has been carried forward. So we've got the engineering and advanced engineering, and then we got another advanced engineering, production of more complicated machines, belt production. We're able to make, after this research, we're able to make projects for production lines. So that locks production lines, vehicle production line, train production line, airline, dry dock provided. Wow, so we've got to get all through that to build ships. Metallurgy, research duration, initial discipline about metallic but alloys and steel. Steel production and fatigue of steel materials. Okay, so does that mean we don't have steel? Okay, that's interesting. We've got an iron mine, we've got iron ore processing. We don't have a steel mill. So if we've got access to iron and mines, does that apply to coal? So we can get oil, but we can't build an oil refinery. We've got a coal mine, and we've got coal processing. Looks like the research for plastics factories has changed, but we've got access to chemical plants. I'm quite intrigued about oil and coal, but we'll come back to that. Steel cables, project cableways. So we've got to research cableways. So that means that cableways aren't available. Yep. High capacity power lines. Sorry, I'm going to kind of go through this. Yep. So we've got all the power lines except that one. Power grid negotiation to make electric power grid connections into the Soviet Republic. Okay. Does that mean we can build them, or does that mean we got access to? Now, a problem with this map is I don't have any external power supplies. Obviously, I haven't got one down the bottom there. Pipeline pressures. Okay, so let's have a look at pipeline. Foreign pipeline connection. Does that mean, let me just go back to here. Okay, so we can build foreign power connections actually on the map. Oh, that's pretty cool. So we can build a pipeline connection. Now that is going to be fun, but we've got to study concrete, big monuments. That means that I don't have access to monuments. What is this? Tree not available for this landscape. Now that plant spruce, plant bush, plant poplar. We got different trees here, but so I think that actually looks spruce, plant bush, bush. I wonder if this is related to the DLC. Anyway, I'm getting. So we don't actually get access to the big monuments until we've done the research. Prefabs, prefab, durable prefab. Wow. So there's actually. Okay, let's just have a look at residential buildings then. So we got a lot more residential buildings, but we got to research prefabs. Prefabs panels construction. So we basically got to build the better quality buildings. We've got to actually research that. We got a pollution, basic research, pollution detector, pollution filters. So these can actually be used to reduce pollutions. Okay. Phone tapping expected research duration makes fund monitoring then better to who's loyal to the party. We've got forest study here. This is something that says about forest. It says wood cutting planting policy. Does that actually affect? Is there anything new here? No. So I'm guessing that the wood cutting post, what we got here, that's the prefab panels factory. Okay. Fuel study, oil refinery, bitumen. So that has to be done there. And we've already so we've already opened up chemistry, semiconductors, electronic circuits, and plastics is now on a separate branch. This is faculty of geology, great faculty of geology to get known more minerals. So this is just an opening tech. You've got the geological map, which we know that we can't do it. Got bauxite, and then that's the bauxite production line. That's uranium. What's this here? So basically, to open these up, we've got to research these. What we got here? Airports is separate. Study of renewable energy. So wind power. Okay. We got solar power, wind power. Wow. So we got no wind power at the moment. Still recycling. But these are the recycling techs, which I suppose we can research, but it doesn't make any difference. The only thing I might do is that if I'm going to bring in waste management, I'll probably do these research first. We got a gas-powered plant. Gas power plant. Let me just take a look at that then. Right, so we actually got a gas power plant here that actually runs on oil. Now, I think somebody posted a comment a long time ago saying that gas was going to be added. So we've actually got an oil-based power plant, but we've got to do the research for it. Fertilizing synthetic fertilizers. So that's the ability to make fertilizer. This is television broadcasting signals. I'm going to try and go through these a little bit quicker now, guys, because otherwise we're going to spend the whole video looking at this. Party member ranking, secret police. That means we don't have secret police. Yeah, so we got ordinary police, courthouse, and prisons, but we don't have secret police. Okay. Favorite parking members. Okay, so this just improves loyalty. And this is air traffic control. Tourism study, expected research, 900 days. Advanced hotels, tourist visas. This induces necessary agenda to issue visas for. Does that mean we don't have tourism? And of course, this is the one we want to get going because we've got no distribution offices here. More distribution, medium distribution. Oh, we got some free ones. And we train distribution. Okay, container loading facility. Okay, and then we got this one I know about. It's about fire prevention. It kind of think it just reduces the risk of fire, and that seems to be it, guys. So now obviously we're going to need to choose some research, and this is my only medical university, so we'll get this going. What are we going to research? Alcohol standards. Okay, let me just see. I think we'll go for alcohol research. That game run. Oh, so we can actually allocate professors to the research. Wow, these guys are powering through it. Well, I don't think that's going to take long. The next thing, this is a new town. I don't really want to put in university. We just go up over here because the next thing I want to do is just check the modded universities. We've got modded university here. Okay, so we got research. We got unemployment in this area, I know for a fact. So I think what we'll do is, this is 1500. Anything that's quick. Forest study, 500 days. Okay, we're going to go with that. That's 500 days. Now, the next question I've got, well, I've got a list of questions. We've got a university here. Okay, so that's one of my first thoughts. You can't have multiple universities working on the same tech. Okay, that's fine. Now I've got a bit of a thought. I'm trying to think, where can I? Oh, I can go up here because I'm a bit fossil fuels. We've got pump jacks. See, we've got pump jacks, but we've got no oil refinery. So what we're going to do is just go up here. Ah, so we can go prospecting if you know where the resources are on the map. And I'm assuming that will also apply to coal. The trouble is I can't remember where the coal is. I think the coal's up here somewhere. So it is possible if you know roughly where things are. Well, actually, I know where coal is. What am I doing? Come on, game. Oh, no, over here, please. It's there. Yeah, so you can mine coal for heating if you actually know where the resources are, and I'm assuming that will also apply to iron. Although why you'd want iron, I don't know. And the way we can check that is over to here. Yeah. Now I can't remember where I know where the bauxite is, but we got no bauxite mine, so we can't do aluminium. Right. So if you know where the resources are on the map, or you've got an idea where the resources might be, it is possible to mine coal and drill for oil, but without an oil refinery, the oil could just be for an export process. Right, let me just go over to here because my HQ is here. What research can we do here? We got party members ranking, air traffic study, tourism study. Okay, we need to make a decision. Do we have tourists? But then again, the game is still running. Because we got hotels here. Let the game run. Well, we got hotels at the, tourists at the moment. Do we have tourists at the border? Do they need research to issue a visa for tourists? So we got no tourists. Okay, right. We need to work on tourists. We can live without distribution offices at the moment for a little while. So we'll get these guys here. It says max number of party officials. We'll get somebody working on that. Now, the next thing is we've got the university in here. Let's just get the research cracking. We've got lots and lots of technical universities. Studying concrete, facility of geology, fuel pollution, airports, plastics, fertilizing. Don't think we really need that. Steel recycling, I'm not particularly that interested in that. Nuclear, I think we're get the got jolly old geology going. Get that going. Right, we'll just go over to here where we've got another university. Where are you? There you are. What can we get here? Phone tapping. We'll do a bit of phone tapping, I think. What was phone tapping again? Whoops, sorry. So here's phone tapping. It says 500 workdays. We're listening to research for phone monitoring technologies to get known better who is loyal to the party members. So that now, as far as I know, we can still see loyalty, but then again, that might be messed up a little bit because of the way I've done things. Right, so we got phone tapping on that university. Let's let the game run. We should have lots of people working hard here. And we got another university here. What should we put here? I think we'll get the studying concrete going. That's going to take a little bit longer, but I think we need to get that going as well. In fact, we got two universities here, haven't we? Okay, we're going to get another one going as well. Advanced engineering, what we got here? It says pollution basic research. Let's just get actually steel, aluminium, etc. Broadcasting, we don't really need. Airport, gas power plant, fertilizer, bitumen study. Is that actually affecting my ability to produce bitumen? No, I mean, we are producing it. That's 1,300 days. Wow. I think we're just get that basic stuff going for pollution. I think because the fact that we've got a fairly mature economy, and I do need to stabilize it. I think if we can get the ones that give us perks to our actual population health wise, I know it seems a bit inverse, but I think if we can do that, we can get things going. So it's quite interesting in the fact that we got lots of negatives, but our happiness is still increasing. And the same with our health. So there must be something that's pushing for stop production. Okay, what's stop production? Oh, that's just the... So we got our production member of the Politburo. Okay. Right, what we're going to do now is we're just going to go and have a quick shifters at the... how's the farm going here? Not going that good, is it? We're gonna have to get more resources into here. Right. How are we doing up here? We got our fertilizer in here. Right, we've got 26 tons of fertilizer in here. Let's see, these guys, I think maybe we'll increase this to, actually we go to 40% now. We haven't really made a dent in our income, so we'll just get more stuff into there. I'm going to be really fascinated to see when the fertilizing actually takes place, because I've got no idea at the moment. Okay, search program finished. Forest study in Stilton. Okay, view place of the event. So Stilton has now finished its research. Oh yeah, we're certainly going to go for a wood cutting policy, because that's one of my biggest bugbears in this game, is the fact that we've got to keep replanting the trees. So I think if we can get that fixed, that would be brilliant. And of course, we'll certainly be testing that out. Where was it? Oh yeah, our new town over here. Research program finished. Yes, thank you, game. Right, that's built. We need to come back there, but where's that? What did you research? What was that? Right, we've researched tourism. Okay, we're gonna tourist visa for Soviet countries, because then we can get the tourism going. Because at the moment we've still got no tourists. That means that probably over here, so many things to think about, guys. I should really be playing slower, but I want to power through. Okay, got another research finished. Well, we got a few tourists still contributing to our economy. New vehicle type. What we got here? Black country. This is the surveillance, wasn't it? Phone tapping. Don't know. Got no idea what that actually did. Metallurgical study, advanced engineering. I think we're give these guys. I mean, they're all quite big. I think what we'll do is we don't need airports though. We don't need nuclear. renewable sources, which can be used for the manufacture of asphalt. I'm still a bit confused over why that would be a separate tech, but that's okay. We use turn fuel into vehicles. I think we're get that going. Right, I do need to get up to here now to sort that town out. Where is it? Right, we've got workers in here, but we've got nothing to sell. We need to. Right. North Camp food pickup. I don't really want you on that anymore. So we just want you picking up food. That's Cloverton's shopping mall. Yeah, there was a bit of a mistake there. You got to deliver, but you're not picking up. Oh, you're picking up some meat. Okay. This is North Camp meat storage. Okay, we do need to do something because we've now got meat over here. Where are you? You're delivering meat from there, so you need to drop the meat off there. 100%. Yep. So the other one doesn't. So you don't need to deliver meat anymore. You're delivering meat to there, so you don't need. Where are you? You're here. And you've got a refrigerated truck in it. So you don't need to deliver that. Right, you're a refrigeration truck. And I put you over here. Is there any... Where's the distribution office? That's the wrong one. This one. I put you in there. You in there. Now, the food distribution, I think I was building a distribution office down here somewhere. There it is. We need you to pick up from here. You're picking up food to there. And you've got to unload. You want 100%. I think we'll put you into there. Remove that. What's that there? Set line. Okay. And you've also got to deliver there 100%. How much? What's your level? 15 tons. Right, we need some more covered holes in here. Actually, I think I might have some spare covered holes because I sent some out this way. There we are. We'll put these KMZs in here for the moment. We'll get 3 trucks in there, delivering there. Got a meat truck here. Your route is now wrong. Your job is to pick up from here. And we'll remove you. We should have Nice big pile of meat there. That is the backup refrigeration truck here. Okay, this guy seems to have stopped doing research. Is he? Okay, available research. What we're going to do now. Resilient to pollution. I think we'll give everyone some vitamins. Eventually, these people will get they get meat and food into here, so that should make these people happier. I think we got 52 pages of this stuff, so we'll get rid of that. Let's have a look at our health is improving now, and our happiness is falling. Death of a child, arrival, prison. Oh no, it's just changed. Looks like we got an orphanage problem, but I'm not exactly sure what I can do to fix that. Let's see. Probably got problems all over the map. We've got, I mean, at the moment we're running at 59,000 people. I know, I just want to go back up and look at that. What was it? We clicked on the, was it the power station? And we had some problems. Was it with the power station here? Oh, we got a little bit of road there that could be a bit of a problem. Okay. Okay, research finished. Right, we've now got trees planting. Now, how can you tell that these guys will plant their own trees? Or do we just wait for time to go and see? Now, as far as I know, these are woodcutters. So there's nothing in here to indicate that these are... I suppose I say the only thing I can think of is that we go that we actually just let it run and see whether the trees disappear or not. Where's our research guy? He's researching up here. Wow, we got a lot of people we got a lot of people stood there. Not good. What we're going to research now. Fertilizing, studying the influence of fertilizers on the yield of fields. What does that mean? Apologies that I'm looking at this, but this is the first time we're doing it in anger. So we're just going to go down, and this is technical office, isn't it? We've done wood cutting planting policy. So this opens up to synthetic fertilizers. Okay, we're going to give that a whirl. Okay, back to here. I'm a bit unhappy about this. And the only thing I can think of is that we set up a sewage drop-off point. Because I don't think I've got one here. Well, I mean, we got our sewage processing down here. Is there any way I can put in a, what we call it, loading, unloading bay? Can we get you in, say, about there? Say something like that. Got a building that's on fire. Now, there's part of me that would like for that building to burn down so that we can take a look at it, but at the same time, there's also part of me that says, don't do that. Right, we'll put you there. Get the screws on that, 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 that. think we got a technical office because I'm no, we don't have a technical. We have to find a technical office as well. What we got here, the bus station. We got a technical office here. I think we need this built as well. So that built there. If we build this, we can put some waste trucks in there or sewage trucks in there. I've got to define the difference now. So that we can get that in. What on earth? Oh, this is another technical. So in fact, we could put them there. Okay, research program finished. That looks like what were you? Wow, these guys are really cracking on, aren't they? Okay, basic research, pollution, basic research. Okay, so what can we do now? Pollution filters, research initiation of basic research of this way, how pollution could be reduced via the use of filters. 900 days. I actually quite like this because we got health problems in there, and there's the effect of pollution. I'm just going to be very interested to see whether that will actually drop pollution filters. Okay, we're going to go with that. Unable to drink alcohol. With you guys doing anything? Yeah, you're still studying concrete. Okay. Oops, thank you, game. Let's go back up and check our farm here. This isn't... Okay. Bring in everyone we can on this now. For some reason the game wants to build this and I don't want you to. Suspend the construction. Who's actually working on this now? Okay, so Black Country has picked up this, so building that can wait. We can work around that. I just want this built. Bricks, boards, and steel. We'll just get everybody we can into on this. Got stop production. I must admit, these pictures are, one, they're slightly irritating, and two, they're what's this here? High view coal fuel. Oh yeah, it's what are you telling me here? Oh, that's this thing here. Curiosity, we don't need this anymore. We haven't used it for a long time. I'm just going to demolish it and see what happens. Oh, it just disappears as normal because we don't have waste enabled. Get rid of you as well. Research finished. We okay, so we've now given people vitamins, because it will take a little while for because this is the one that reduces pollution, doesn't it? Education of toughening. Gives more resistance to cold interiors. Decreased birth rate. Preventative medicine. This is more common than disease in human bodies. The plan is to reduce the departure of ambulances. Kind of. I think we'll go for toughening. We're going to make a very tough community. Buildings on fire. Game. If you want to burn down, please, but do it quietly. Yeah, we've now cleared these people. They've got a problem with hospital, but that's okay. And our happiness is now gone. Look at our health. I think we've got about a 0.1 in pollution there. It says 1% are starving. I think the downside of this is that you're going to say 1% is starving, right? Where is that 1%? And then you're going to go spend a lot of time looking, and it'll probably be places where people just haven't got it because it accumulates over time. We've got crops here, so we're now on the 24th of November. Fire's been put out. Let's have a look at our food stocks and our. Okay, let's have a look here just to wind up. We've still got plenty of crops in there. We've got our fields now. We've got 23% nutrient, and we've now risen the fertility to 77.14. I've got. Does that mean we're actually spreading the, or is that the fact that's just the effect of? Oh, sorry. Or is that just the effect of the farm itself? Auto search. Okay. And just to wind up, we'll go over here. What are we building here? Technical services here. Right, it's just obviously our farms aren't doing anything. What's the fertility on our fields here? Fertility is still rising. I don't know if that's down to the fact that the game's a bit confused. So maybe I don't need to panic too much about the farms here. But probably what we'll do is we'll replace our little farm here. I think it's got some tractors in it. And then we'll keep this one for experimental purposes because this one's got some fields. So this medium farm will take over most of the fields, and maybe we'll leave 3 fields up here under the influence of this factory, this Tudor factory, and see how that actually goes. Anyway, guys, this is where I'm going to leave it. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Hope you found it interesting. Any questions, suggestions, feel free to chuck it in the comments because, as you may have guessed, this is very much me kind of making up things as I go along. Also, what I'll be doing is I'll be shifting some focus onto testing the waste and vehicle maintenance just to see how we can fit into this overall economy. So we won't get as many parts of this series as I've done in the past, maybe twice a week or something, or we'll see how it goes anyway. So until next time, whatever you do, enjoy your gaming.